Right guys, open and honest chat around food. As someone that used to struggle massively with binge eating, emotional eating, overeating, all of that kind of stuff. Today was one of those days where I ended up eating 3 pastries. Usually this would have been the type of shit that would have completely threw me off track. This would have been the part in my day where I got to the evening and I was like, oh my god, I've ruined everything. I've completely fucked up. I shouldn't have ate this today. That means that my whole week now is ruined. I've gone off track and I may as well just hit the fuck it button and restart again on Monday, because what is the point? That is the mentality that I used to hold, and that's the mentality that kept me stuck for so many years. I was so focused on being perfect with my food that if I stepped a little bit out of line, or I went over my calories, or I ate something that I deemed as bad, I would absolutely shit the brick and just throw everything up in the air. However, I've now lost 55 pounds and I've massively worked on my relationship with food, that I no longer feel this way whenever these kind of days happen. And I want to talk about this because I don't think enough people bring attention to the fact that our relationship with food is always a constant work in progress. But whenever you can shift your mindset and your mentality and know how to respond to these days instead of reacting, that's where you're going to start to see progress. So instead of me now reacting today like this was the worst thing in the world and oh my god, I'm going to ruin all my progress, all I got to do is just move on and get back to normal. So yeah, I did end up having 3 pastries today. Was that the smartest choice nutritionally? No. But does this shit happen sometimes? Yes. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I'm perfect and say that I get my nutrition right every single day and I hit all of my targets. But the main thing that I'm going to do from here, and what I started to do on my journey when I was beginning to lose fat and work on my relationship with food, was stop reacting to certain moments, start responding accordingly, okay? Start putting some logic in action here. Oftentimes it's not usually a situation or a scenario or one meal out or a couple of calories over that stops people from making progress. It's usually your reaction to those days. So the meal out or the extra couple of calories or the pastries is never usually the issue. It's what you tend to do after it. So what I'm trying to say to you here is, if you're someone that's trying to work on your relationship with food, stop beating yourself up and expecting it to be perfect all the time. It's not gonna be. Anything like me that has came from years of having influence of toxic diet culture on me, growing up fearing food, thinking that food is good, thinking that food is bad, then this is something that's gonna take work. It's something that's gonna take time, and it's okay to be patient with yourself throughout the process. You don't need to be perfect right away. And on that note, I'm off to have my dinner, because while I do love myself a pastry, I am lacking on the protein. See you in the next one. Bye.